Hello everybody, this is Marjorie. Look at me today. I look as if I've had an accident and went right through the front entrance of Rosebank Garden Centre. Oh, my lovely flowers. Shein, by the way, link down below. Now, I'm wearing this, right, because, well, my cousin Dorothy, you know, Droopy Drawers Dorothy, well, Dorothy and I are just we were doing some extra work, right, some television extra work. Well, she signs up to these things, right, and she does this. She's done River City, and she's done, what else did she do? She used to take the high road, right, so she says, will you come with me? You know, because they're looking for two women of a certain age. I went, what age? She says, just a certain age. I went, aye. That's very good. So we went along, right, and I says, oh, I've never done extra work. I've been on the stage. I mean, obviously, I've been with the musical, the Amateur Dramatics Society. What was I going to say there? I have no idea. Anyway, carry on. So, right, so it turns out, right, the instruction to Dorothy was wear something flurry. So I wore this. I thought, well, I can't get much more flurry than this. It reminded me a wee bit. I saw a lovely duvet cover. It was a duvet cover. Why am I doing this? Well, it's nice silk, actually. That, I suppose. So, well, it was a commercial, right, and the scene was a French cafe, and I says, oh, French cafe, so we arrived there, right, and it was in a studio, right, it was all in a studio, and it had a painted backdrop with the Eiffel Tower, and there was clouds, and there was chairs and tables and cafes and bread and butter and all the shenanigans. So I'm saying, oh, Dorothy, this is like hello, remember that? Oh, Renee, listen very carefully. I will say there's only once. Was that French, or was that kind of German, kind of touring German, you know, just going through maybe a sleeper train? Anyway, well, the director, right, he comes along and he sits me at this table, right? I'm sitting at this table, and there was all the wee pastries, and there was coffee, and there was this, and there was that. Oh, I was as happy as a Tory, you know, at a pippity party. So I was having a great time, and they sent Dorothy away into the side, and I says, where's Dorothy going? She went, I don't know where I'm going, Marjorie. Hopefully I will be back soon. I went, aye, cheerio hen. Right, so then I gets introduced to this man. Now, this man was dressed up as a waiter, and they says, this is Marcel. Now, his name wasn't Marcel at all, because when the director, hold on, I keep slavering. When the director went away, this man says to me, my name's Gavin, I'm from Parkhead. I went, that's not quite as glamorous sounding as Marcel. Would you mind if I just called you Marcel, son? He says, call me what you want. He says, I says, oh, this reminds me of the Pink Panther, you know, the Pink Panther on the telly with the cafe scene, and I'm sitting inside the cafe, and I'm going, remember the minky? I says to him, have you got a minky? And he's like, I what? I went, never mind, doesn't matter. So anyway, the director comes back along, and he's got this wee boy with him, and the wee boy's got one of the, what do you call it, the clap machines, you know, the clapper. We've got the clap, and the clap thing comes down, and they're like, right, so what's happening is, Dorothy's going to come in for the market, right? So it's obvious she's coming for the market, and I have to sit there, and I have to call Marcel. I have just to put my horn up and call the waiter over. I says, oh, that sounds easy enough. What could possibly go wrong? So I'm sitting there, and the wee man comes up, right, and he's going like, action, click. Well, it wasn't a click, it was a clock, you know, like a clapper sound, the sound of the clap, boom. So in comes Dorothy with her wee basket coming for the market, right, and I mean I thought, as an actress, right, I'm trying to be subtle, you know, because, well, I didn't want to stone out, I just wanted to blend into the scenery, you know, because, I mean, I'm no one to make a scene. So I'm sitting there, and I'm going, and he's turning, he's going, I mean, and the director's like, cut. And he's like, what are you doing? I says, I'm mouthing across to him to come over, and she says, well, just call Marcel, right? So, action, again, clapper. And I'm like, Marcel, gonna give us a soda scone, son. Cut. On a cut again. I says, what's wrong with you now? You're not supposed to, you know, be Scottish. You're supposed to be a Parisian woman. I says, well, maybe I could put a wee berry on or something. If I knew I was going to be a Parisian woman, I'd have got a wee berry or something for my pal Beetroot. You know, my pal Beetroot in Hamilton. She would have been able to give me like a wee berry. Anyway, so he says, right, we'll try again. Now, he says to Dorothy, can you make obvious that you're coming for the market? So the wee man goes, action, clapperboard. She comes in waving a tin of soup, and I'm like, That's a wee bit obvious, Dorothy, that you've been to the market. And then I'm like, excusez-moi. I thought I was French. Excusez-moi, could I get the bagatelle of the square sausage? And he's like, what? And what kind of accent is that? That's no France. I says, well, I'm thinking she's a Parisian woman who's translated for maybe Italy. I'm trying to make it a wee bit more continental for you, son. I'm trying to make your commercial a wee bit more interesting, because up to now it's a bit dull. You've got a woman walking in waving a tin of soup, and a woman sitting calling a man for Parkhead Marcel. We've got to jazz things up a wee bit. Anyway, so, well, did he not keep going cut? And I'm saying, see, you are absolutely doing my head in now. You zip it. I mean, he was like, what do you call this? The scissors. I'm like Sean Connery. Oh, he's dead. He doesn't say that anymore. The scissors. Right, so cut. And I says, right, you, zip it. And Dorothy, by this point, Dorothy's sitting down and she says, oh, well, you're not making him very happy, Marjorie. He doesn't look happy at all with your antics. I says, listen, you can't make everybody happy, Dorothy. I mean, I'm not an avocado.